Think you know how to find the perfect home? Well, think again. Most buyers will not find their perfect home, not because of the market or their budget, but because of one simple mistake that almost everyone makes. In fact, when 73% of homeowners express regret about their home purchase in 2024, now that's a large number that still cannot find their perfect home. But you know what the worst part is? You might be making the same exact mistakes right now without even knowing it, and it could be costing you time and money. And no, I'm not talking about assessing your financial readiness, determining your budget, defining your ideal home, or building your home buying team. You should already know to do those things to be well prepared to purchase your first home. But most buyers, if not all, are fixated on perfection. Make that mistake in looking for a unicorn, a home that's going to check off all of your boxes from your wish list. You can do that, that's fine. But that approach can narrow your choices, lead you to maybe overpaying for a property, and may even cause you to pass over some good options. Unfortunately, not every home is going to be an HDTV home. And that is the biggest mistake most home buyers make, which is chasing perfection rather than potential. And I'm not just talking from a real estate agent's perspective. I myself am a victim of that, almost walking away from a home that was literally a better home rather than a perfect home, simply because I could not look past the bad lighting and there was terrible wallpaper. And I say a better home because I found this comment on Reddit that I think nails it to a T on what home buyers should be doing while in that home search process and finding their next home. Not only do I see buyers get stuck on perfection, but they also get stuck when there's one non-negotiable that doesn't check off that list. And in fact, I call this personally the one trap mind, is when there's one non-negotiable that doesn't check off their list, whether it's square footage, bedrooms, bath, the yard size, you name it. It does not matter. That individual essentially will literally cancel the entire home off of the list, which I honestly would say, look at the home searching as more of a trade-off. Is that something that you can live without? And if it's honestly something you can't, then sure, move on with it. But to cancel out a home entirely that's fulfilling and fits every single thing else but one thing, I don't know. Me personally, I think that's a stretch, especially if it's a minor issue. Now, if it's a major issue, by all means, run away from the house as quickly as possible. Because if you're essentially looking for every single feature to check off your list, one, you're going to probably be looking for a very long time. And secondly, I would just recommend just go build your own home. Like seriously, let me put something in perspective for you. Would you rather spend an extra $100,000 up front for that perfect home that checks all of your boxes, or just spend an extra $10,000 in just upgrades and renovations? This choice may seem like there's an obvious one, right? But many individuals get it wrong. In fact, let me know in the comments below, what is it that you're going to do? You're going to spend that $100,000 or you're going to spend that $10K? Another mistake home buyers make that keeps them away from their perfect home is allowing their emotions to cloud their judgment. Don't get me wrong, buying home is exciting. Honestly, I look at it as a roller coaster ride. It can be, your emotions can be extremely high and they can also be extremely low. I mean, speaking of roller coaster rides, if you didn't know, they actually just knocked down one of my favorite roller coaster rides. If you've ever been to Six Flags in New Jersey, Fred Adventure, and rode on King of God, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But rushing into any decision or even getting the wrong house, you know what that's going to lead to? Instant regret.
And no love in us.
So instead, go in there, the home search journey, with a clear mind, a plan. Speak to whoever you need to speak to prior to. Don't speak to them during, because you should have already had these conversations, whether it's your partner, family, friends, whoever it is that you need to talk to. But do that before you go into it, just so you know exactly what your expectations are going to be and what it is exactly that you're going to be even looking for. And even if you believe you're going to have a hard time controlling your emotions, this is a great opportunity to pair yourself up with a real estate agent that's going to keep it real with you no matter what. I'm talking about someone that's going to share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly about a home. Talk to you about your budget and how maybe purchasing that home can affect your monthly mortgage, or maybe someone that's just a little bit more patient with your decision making. If you're looking for a real estate agent like that in your local area that you're looking to purchase in, I'm connected to literally thousands of real estate agents across the United States. So if you do want to be connected to one of those individuals, be sure to click the link in the description below, fill out the referral form. That way I can get in touch with you and find out who would be the best person to pair up with you. Because if you decide not to tour the home in person, then you're really going to want a real estate agent by your side that has your best interest at heart. In fact, data from the National Association of Realtors show that 5% of buyers purchased a home based only on a virtual tour, showings, or open house without physically seeing the home. So yeah, that's actually still happened, but I want you to think about that really quickly with me. How are you ever going to be able to spot the perfect home or the better home without physically seeing it, touching it, smelling it, or even hearing of the things that's going on in or even around the home? I personally don't understand it, but thanks to HGTV, a lot of buyers feel as if as long as a house has the open concept, quartz countertops, a great looking bathroom, maybe even a spa-like looking bathroom, that's a perfect home. But is that the reality? Personally, not quite. Because in fact, most houses don't even look like that unless if someone renovated it or you renovated it. So before you decide not to pursue a home because it doesn't check all of your boxes off or you see that ugly kitchen, I want you to do me a favor. Ask yourself this one question. Can I upgrade this in a few years? Because I actually had clients who did that same exact thing. They walked into a home very outdated, but they saw the vision that they knew that they can bring to life. And immediately, as soon as all the paperwork was closed, they got their keys. I kid you not, maybe a month after they renovated it and turned that house into something that I did not even recognize. So don't be that person to overlook hidden potential. Unless if you really want to just go constantly tour home after home after home and not being rewarded with what your goal is, which is to purchase a home. So to put things in perspective, I got this challenge for you. I'm going to show you two homes. One is move-in ready and the other one is outdated. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to know which one you would choose and let me know in the comments below. But let's go ahead and take a look at this first one right here and see, you guys can see the pictures. And just, I'm going to go scroll through it just so you guys can go ahead and take a look at it and just let me know, because this is a true testament of what it is that I mean when you can see beyond the hidden potential. All right. So I believe that's home number one right there. All right. You guys see that? All right. Let's go ahead and move over to home number two over here. All right. I'm not purposely sharing with you bedrooms, number of bedrooms, bath, price, square footage, because I just really want you to pay attention to the pictures, right? And just let me know which ones are you guys going to choose. And of course, let me know in the comments below. Because I think everyone already knows which one we're all going to choose. But I mean, this one has a lot of pictures here. At this point, you should have made your guesses. So if you chose the second one, you chose a more expensive home and a smaller one in terms of square footage. And if you didn't like either one of them, then again, I'm going to say once more, then just go build a home. So be sure not to get caught up in trying to find perfection. Instead, my suggestion is try to find that better home each time you're looking at homes. Then don't get stuck on one non-negotiable, not checking off your list. Try to not let emotions control your judgment. And last but not least, but try to see the potential a home can have for you and your family. Because just as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys, my name is Roney, and remember, I got your back.